Autophidias Gray says. Twinkalicious Ryaki. Autophidias Gray says. My 5 feet 6 inches brother.
Okay, wait. Kaname Date height. How tall is Date in comparison? La 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 la. Whoa! Date is a cool 184 centimeters, 6 foot even. Top energy. Top energy. Goddamn. He really is the manliest man in this whole entire fucking series. He can he's the only one who can shoot anyone. Only his shots actually affect anything in the fucking plot. He's the only one who could save anyone. Ugh. Ugh. Now I kind of want to play through the first game again, because remember, this is actually the sequel to the first game. The first game is all about Date. And unfortunately, I don't remember Ryuki in the first game. Which is actually just kinda sad. I feel like I should play just to find him. And maybe we can understand more of Date and Ryuki's relationship.
He says, it is often pointed out by gamers that devs like to blame gamers for their failures, and that's silly, as if gamers have no power. But they do, a lot of it. I'm not saying our failure is purely the fault of gamer culture and that the game would have thrived without the negative discourse, but it absolutely played a role. All products are at the whims of the consumers, and the consumers put absurd amounts of effort into slandering Highguard, and it worked. Did you hear that? Your criticism was slander. Unless you wrote it, of course. Slander is spoken in print, that's libel. It wasn't Wildlight's job to make a game that appeals to you, it was your job as a customer to support a game you weren't interested in. And this deflection campaign goes beyond one disappointed ex-employee, it's more widespread than you'd think. I mean, maybe the most avid denial of basic reality I think I've ever seen in the gaming sphere. To the point where some people are actually getting upset that Highguard is already making changes to the game based on feedback. How dare they listen to the haters? It was a perfect little flower the way it launched.
That keeps f***ing me. I can't switch the triggers. Stupid game and the customization.
Whoa, just take it easy, man.
And the best part, it didn't even flop actually, says PC Gamer.
Really? No, not really. I can't back that up.
How'd they come to this
Autophidias Gray says.
Because other games
Today was
also
such a lazy
exist that
day.
have around the same player count.
Maybe for you. I did my 12 hours. There ain't no rest for the wicked.
It has more ideas that set it apart from the likes of Concord than its infamous
But I'm glad you had a day of relaxation then. I hope you made good use of it. As in, I mean, I hope you relaxed.
Crystals to upgrade stuff. Nice. That's not fun. In a cozy Hobbit game, maybe, despite the valid criticism that's being levied against Highguard, like Josh Sobel's article, we now have some outlets, industry people, and content creators hand-waving all of that away as review bombing, disregarding critical feedback as hating or grifting,
Autophidias Gray says,
trash about the game
I didn't leave the apartment the entire day.
You see this?
Autophidias Gray says, I wasn't feeling it.
Fair shake right now, you're just a glazer.
Nah, I have some days like that.
Sitting down, giving it my time. Well, how much
I mean, the thing is, I can get a lot of things done at home, but if I go outside, I mean, it'll mean that I went outside, which can be a good or a bad thing, but it also means that I'm not gonna get as much done inside. Like, there's some people in this house that just feel so stir crazy, and I feel bad and I go out with them. But I can, look, I can definitely just not go outside. I don't care.
trashing you online.
The people have spoken en masse. This is not a grift. So let's take a look at some of the positive coverage, figure out where the detachment or motives lie, and pull the real lessons people should be learning from this game. Let's get into it. While I'd love to take us through the entirety of Aftermath's article titled, "Highguard is yet another symptom and victim of a rapidly decaying internet," it mostly amounts to a fat nothing burger grandstanding about how mean people are online with a strange fixation on just one content creator in particular. So in this case, the title is pretty indicative of the content within it, so we'll just stick with that. This entire article's thesis is backwards. Games like Highguard aren't a symptom or a victim of pessimistic gamers, they're the cause. If your game is good, it won't be a victim of anything. It'll overcome any criticism, fair and unfair both. Baldur's Gate 3, Left 4 Dead 2, there's plenty of examples of pre-launch concerns being quieted once a great game was actually in the hands of the players. Of course, if you want to have the most accurate take on a game, you should try it yourself, but it is not—
For some reason, whenever I hear, whenever you hear a game where the first letter is L and there's a 2 at the end, I only think of Last of Us 2, and I was like, what the fuck did you just say? But no, he said Left 4 Dead. I don't know what that game is, but...
If by some miracle a game survives a marketing assassination and still gets into people's hands anyway, then the people have to like what they try. It can't feel underdeveloped. It can't feel like a cash grab. It can't feel oversold. It has to respect the player's time. After all, the free market's gonna free market. You can't seriously sit there and tell us nobody tried this game, it's all the internet's fault for being mean. The players were there and the game failed to keep them. I'd be shocked if we learned that this game was even play tested. Like, if anybody outside of devs or bright-eyed, bushy-tailed content creators that went to the event actually played this, so many of its issues should have been easily spotted and called out with honest feedback pre-launch.
Defense phase is fast.
Reinforce the base and arm up. We got this, team.
Reinforcing a wall.
Pre-shield breaker thing is fast. Like,
Eyes on the mines. Shield breakers forming, team.
everything just feels like a nice flow.
And people want to say that low playtime shouldn't be able to leave bad reviews.
I'll describe in detail what I'm implying, but it's basically what everybody knows. Like, I mean, if somebody's not going to play a game for an hour, that's dirty data. That doesn't mean that everything in there's bad. It just means let's create the lowest bar possible on Steam. It's like the only place you can say, did they play the game at all? And even like 1 hour is a pretty dang low bar.
Are you kidding me? Time is the single most valuable currency any of us have. People should be able to leave a bad review if they felt it was wasted. New money gets printed every day, but that hour you just spent playing a bad game, you're not getting that back.
When do we get to the ride?
This is the ride!
If someone doesn't value a person's opinion that's only played for an hour, keep scrolling. 3 hours, keep scrolling. The playtime is clearly displayed for a reason. But to pretend this game is anything but a clearly unfinished one with a very niche set of people it appeals to, a 20% shooter, 80% horseback sim is great and you're all wrong actually, is the kind of toxic positivity that's been killing the games industry for years. That same kind of group glazing Josh mentioned in his post. You're the best. Your art style is unique. Everyone will love 2-minute breaks between each round.
He's not welcome.
A single open playtest wouldn't have solved all of this game's problems, but I think it would have helped with a lot of them. But why listen to criticism that can make the game better when we can suck each other's toes under our work desks instead? Invite some streamers too while we're at it, I hear they love the taste. Success has made these people too comfortable peddling garbage, and the jig is up, people aren't having it anymore. And I say good. Next up, a video that was first on my Google search. The internet was wrong about Highguard. Oh, this ought to be insightful.
I just came back from LA to check out...
Oh, never mind. On Twitter, Remedy Entertainment's communications director. I can't escape the feeling there's just this celebration of a game doing badly and just putting out negative headlines for the sake of it. Should us game devs even try? Well, Thomas, that's mighty tone deaf coming from the company that just lost its CEO after putting out
I gotta say this.
The video game.
It's not that people are happy that a game is failing. It's more like there's a sense of we thought the game looked bad. You told us.
What game is this?
It's about Highguard.
Gray says. Splitgate.
No, I don't even know what Splitgate is. This video is about Highguard. From the makers of Titanfall something
says,
something.
Oh, okay. Autophidia's Gray says. Never heard of it.
See, that's surprising. Like, it had the whole debacle was that some important game pulled out of the, like, EA Game Awards. And instead of the important game being featured, they featured this High Guard instead. And the company or the devs didn't even have to pay for it. People were speculating that they had paid maybe like $1 million to be featured at the end as a spotlight. But apparently the host just liked the game enough that he was okay with them replacing the important game with High Guard for the announcement. So then when people saw the trailer at that event, they immediately had a kind of bad reaction. Because firstly, the event was too high profile to feature such a small, free-to-play, generic shooter game so prominently. It immediately smelled really suspicious. So, whenever people think something's suspicious or paid for or corrupt, they immediately start kind of hating on the subject matter. Or they start being really critical of it. So first, just the gameplay trailers came out. People were pretty critical, though there wasn't much to critique yet. It was just video. But then the game released, and it was quite confused in its production or in its mechanics. So what happens is you start out. It's 3v3 on a bigger map, where it seems to combine Apex Legends with, Overwatch, Paladin style payload defense, or base defense and offense, where the first part of the game, you are going around the map, not killing the enemy. You're going around looking for chests that upgrade your gear, and then mining for currency to help upgrade your base. Because in stage 2 is the first team v team fight, where it's capture the flag, where the team to capture the flag, I think, goes on the offensive. So once someone has captured the flag, they go on the offensive towards the other team's base. Then it becomes a base defense, where you can die as many times as you want, and you'll just keep reviving every 20 seconds. But if your base health gets down to 0, that's when your team actually loses. But at the same time, there is a timer, and if the timer runs out, I believe that either you return to the capture the flag section, or it just defaults to the defense team switching. So then you go fight, then you go attack the other team's base. And the issues that people laid out were that it takes too long to get to the actual fight part, because of that first looting and mining segment, that the map is too big, and that maybe there's too much leeway, and that the last segment might go on too long because there's too much leeway for having a tie and then tiebreaker segments, what do they call that? In Paladins, whenever there was a tie, it was overtime. That's what it's called. Whoever scored the first point after that would win. But it just seemed a little confused. But the bad news is that, I don't know. The news is that it's already at I think less than 1,000 concurrent players. And so that's that. But the point that I wanted to make is that I don't feel like people have some a malicious joy for reporting on a game failing, but it is more of a righteous indignation where they felt like the game was sus or maybe backed by a lot of money but not a lot of credibility, or maybe that they felt the game had a lot of issues in its mechanics from the offset where it's kind of difficult to understand how they could so confidently just push it out and expect it to succeed. And then, of course, when people start criticizing your game and then the game devs start pushing back, acting as if you're bullying them without any cause, people feel even more, a bit enraged. So then they attack it, they critique it, they tear it down even more. And then look at that. It turns out that the game is already, failing on a statistical level from player count. And those people that were critiquing it feel justified. Like, hey, look at this. We were right. So it's not that they're happy that a game is failing. It's more like because of the entire negativity in the interactions between the devs and the critiquers. The critiquers now feel like they were justified from the beginning. Like, hey, we tried to point out all these issues with the game and you said we were crazy. And now you're failing. Good for you.
If a game is poorly received, it must be the player's fault. It's the internet's fault. It's scripters' faults. But it's never the game's fault. No, Thomas, nobody's celebrating games failing just for the sake of it. It's the simple philosophy that what is successful is replicated, and what fails is not. And nobody wants more boring, overhyped, poorly paced, untested hero shooters taking up the time and money of talented people who could otherwise be making something much more appealing to the customer. And when replied to by a user pointing this out to him and using FBC Firebreak's unoriginality as an example, Thomas's response was, okay, so let's not be creative. Let's only do things others tell you to do. Buddy?
I have some bad news.
Welcome to everyone that's ever wanted to make money ever. Without customers who want your product, you have no company, you have no business. Keep struggling to make money back on Remedy games until you figure that out, I guess. Also on Twitter, Cliff Blazinski, when did it become trendy to hate on a new game? Been seeing it more and more in recent years. It's exhausting. Well, Cliff, while I'll be forever grateful for your work as lead designer in the Gears of War trilogy, I think the most recent history of speedrunning the shutdown of Lawbreakers, closure of your company, and self-admitted time away from gaming to pursue other ventures.
I keep mixing up Lawbreakers and Sunset Overdrive in my mind. I was like, what game did Cliff make?
Everybody is on guard now, sometimes a high one.
Very nice.
Why would you ask the man with a burnt hand why he's cautious about touching the stovetop again? Like, obviously. I do appreciate Highguard's rotating free and earnable cosmetics and what appears to be everlasting battle passes, but when the player's gamble is give this game your time and money now so maybe you'll get to play a better version of it later, why would anybody bother playing it now? If it's really that good later, just call me later. You're not gonna X-Defiant, Marvel's Avengers, Anthem, Concord, Red Dead Online us anymore. People are tired of being beta testers, and Cliff, the beta stench on this game stunk to high heaven from the first time we laid eyes on it. Besides, I don't care what the micro defenders in my comments say, buying skins in an FPS game where you can't even see yourself wearing it is stupid, and you're stupid if you do it. You're paying $20 to advertise to other players. Leave a comment if that hurt your feelings. Thank you for the engagement. PC Gamer's Morgan Park. Highguard is fine when you don't have an internet in your ear telling you it's nasty. Well, Morgan, I'd love to take your input seriously, but let's check out your credentials, shall we? Let's see what we're working with here. Oh, wow. You really are quite the contrarian, aren't you? To be fair, though, this headline comes off stronger than the article itself does. Summed up, he says, he thinks the game's mid and not as bad as the overwhelmingly negative reviews suggest. Which, yeah, if you look at the game in a vacuum, I think I agree. But then the article starts to criticize the game, with valid criticism, I might add, and concludes with, I don't really like it, and I don't think I want to play it anymore. Morgan clearly wants to agree with the internet without looking like he's agreeing with the internet. Gotta maintain that game journalists are more credible than all the rest of you attitude all the way to the end, don't we? It felt incredible to play something that feels so familiar yet so unique. Thank you so much for Wildlight for inviting me. Okay. Wise of you to keep your replies locked.
Everything feels really smooth and again something very familiar to me.
Jeff Keighley, the overhyped man himself, right before Highguard launched, shared a meme of John Hammond from Jurassic Park. It's from this scene.
In 48 hours, I'll be accepting your apology.
Jeff, you really didn't think it through, did you? I don't think you did.
Fairly alarmed here.
After careful consideration, I've decided not to endorse your park. So have I.
You can't out-meme a Jurassic Park fan, Jeff.
That makes me king! See? See?
I already did a video on the Game Awards reveal, but if you didn't know, Jeff Keighley has been single-handedly promoting this game since then. So much so, he's been having to fight off accusations of having a financial stake in Wildlight. And I believe him as far as company ownership or stock goes, but Jeff absolutely has something to lose from this. His business model. Is he compensating now? Like, did he realize he screwed up and so he's just doubling, tripling down? Highguard. They should sue Jeff? Nah, nothing to sue him for. You gonna look a judge in the face and say, sir, he caused us financial damages by saying our game was good. Dude, he's still gonna host the game ads. Those aren't going anywhere, but I hope every small studio thinking about saving up on development money just to fork over $500,000 or more to Jeff Keighley so he can buy himself another 17 pairs of obnoxiously bright shoes will think twice before signing that check. Wildlight Entertainment CEO Dusty Welch acknowledged that the trailer did suck and it should have better highlighted the gameplay loop. Agreed. Jeff's a friend of the studio. He came in and he played the game a couple of times and he loved it. So when he said, look, I'd love to do something different and put an indie studio and a free-to-play game up here and put it in the show, I mean, as an indie who was unknown by choice, who wouldn't jump at the chance to do that? No one. The answer is no one. Absolutely everybody in the indie space would have taken Jeff up on this offer. I don't blame Wildlight for that, but we absolutely can blame them for a trailer that sucked. The disastrous reveal, if nothing else, should help people understand the myth of all PR is good PR is outdated, deceiving, and can completely sink a new business venture, or at least make it a lot harder on a company than it needs to be. Highguard, God, I've done that so many times now. Highguard is another example of why I tire of online discourse regarding gaming showcases. The rise of anti-fans is huge. Back in the day, if something wasn't for you, you focus on the stuff you like. Now people put as much energy into hating something as they do what they like. He's half right. If something isn't for you, I agree. You should just move on. And with Highguard, people moved on. Like 1047 Games, Wildlight can hand-wave away the importance of Steam player counts, but like Splitgate 2, people rarely give second chances, so your next content better be stellar.
The Splitgate thing you mentioned has been mentioned.
More than an unoriginal, yet somehow still kinda interesting, underdeveloped idea packaged into a game. It's a unique representation of what happens when what should have been a brand new darling indie studio tries to sit at the AAA table its target audience actively avoids. We should have expected this kind of game to come from the likes of EA, not the people that left them. The shackles came off, but they didn't use their new freedom to go anywhere.
Someone call for a demolition man?
Oh, no. No.
Ready to kick ass and make flames.
Stop it. That was Concord levels of cringe. So in a way, yes, this game should be called out. If you think being indie will protect you from criticism of over-monetizing and under-delivering, you too will join the trash heap. Now, speaking of indie darlings, Sven Vink of Larian Studios, oh no, please don't make me argue with Sven, said in a now I think deleted post that people who review games ought to be reviewed themselves, like have a Metacritic score but attached to the reviewer. And I see where he's coming from. He wants people to better differentiate between the good faith criticism and the toxicity. I've spoken on this in a video before. But adding another layer of review isn't going to fix this problem. So long as there's free and open discourse, you're always going to get both. It's unavoidable. And a critic rating system would be way too easy to manipulate, like overprop those that don't deserve it and bomb people that do, sort of like what he thinks is happening with the games themselves right now. Listening to the few instead of the many is one of the industry's biggest problems right now, and these kind of reviewer social credit scores basically would just amplify that. He's got several other posts that all share a similar theme. Creating is hard, and you can say you don't like something without being hurtful to the people that made it. And my daddy would say, grow up and try again.
Welcome to the family, son.
I'll say, Sven, I'm with you there. As long as the criticism that you're calling hurtful is actually toxicity and not just good faith criticism, then okay, yeah, sure. After all, you yourself criticized the entire industry on the Game Awards stage, so I'm gonna guess you know the difference well enough.
You are toxic. You are toxic.
I've streamed Highguard twice now, and I've played it some off stream. You're seeing my gameplay now. The best way I can summarize it is this. I actually like where they're going with the blending of genres, but I despise how underbaked the final pieces are. And if you want some specific critical feedback from me, here it is. Horrific pacing between rounds. I thought it would be too fast-paced too often. I feel like it's the opposite. And now we just sit here. Now we just sit here and wait. Too small of team sizes for the size of the map. Even with 5v5, the open world should have more of a purpose to it, because right now it's just in my way of playing the game. We need PvE. If you got to fill the space with something here. Or make the team sizes bigger. Something to make looting more of a challenge. Like this, like right now, what we're doing at this moment, there should be something here trying to kill me, and I need to take it out, and then I can come in here and get the loot. Maybe I'm playing too much Arc Raiders, huh? Forgive me, I want to earn my loot, not just find it after meandering for 10 minutes. Wait, what? He's gonna be mad it's a burst? Oh, it's a burst? Oh, shockingly boring round prep, copy and paste hero abilities, pointless defense mechanics, and a raid system pretending to be way more tactical than it actually is. Like, this reinforcing just doesn't matter. It's too easy to break through, and there's too many walls to get into. Like, it's too much of just straightforward, just shoot. Which, that's fine, but not in a game that pretends to have so many layers, like, you can defend your base, and you can pick your abilities, you can raid the enemy's base. It's like, dude, it all just amounts to the same thing. Melee a wall, blow up a wall, walk through it. Boring, imbalanced, and inconsistent gunplay. See, like it says, platforms that hang over a roaring lava pit, sniper towers, like none of that matters. Because you can beam people pretty well from a distance. The sniper's so weak. Like, why would I prioritize using a sniper in a sniper tower? Why wouldn't I just grab an assault rifle and go sit behind a rock? This game basically just amounts to break wall, go in. There's hardly a thought you have to put into it. Shadow dropping might have worked great with Apex, but guys, this game was in critical need of pre-launch feedback, and actual feedback, not the you paid for my trip so I'll be nice crowd. It cost me probably every bit of $2,000 to go to this Halo event. I had to travel to Seattle and get a hotel and all that. It cost me about $2,000 to make this video. 251 is what it made. I'd go bankrupt if I went to gaming events and didn't have my stuff covered. So like, I get it. I understand it. You still got stuff covered, man. You got to play the game in a carefully curated environment for maximum hype, and you want to make sure you're invited to the next event. Moving on. If nothing else, I hope the industry learns from Highguard. Learns that first impressions are extremely important, that managing expectations matters, that ideas are only as good as the fun they create, and most importantly, it doesn't matter how loud your defenders are on Twitter, the customer is always right.
How are you doing this Valentine's? Happy Valentine's, by the way.
Thank you, members and patrons, and as always, thank you all for watching. Carry on, you kings.
We'll just consider it a day of celebrating relationships. Or, I don't know. Wonder what the difference is between Easter and Valentine's.
Discord wants your government ID.
Not on a religious basis, though.
For a rumored
First time
IPO,
watching your stream. Happy Valentine's Day.
Well, I appreciate you stopping by. I hope I can make it enjoyable. I'm just doing in a bit.
Windows desktop computer that is at some level capable of monitoring.
Yeah, there's way less eggs on Valentine's.
Is there a day for the single people?
I'm pretty sure there is a singles appreciation day or something. Let's wait. Singles Day. Okay, Singles Day celebrated November 11. It's 11/11. It's a Chinese originating holiday honoring single individuals and has evolved into the world's largest shopping event. I have definitely shopped on AliExpress during 11/11.
8913 says, didn't know that.
Yeah, I think I know about it because I read too many Chinese novels. So Singles Day, also known as Double 11/11, originated in 1993 at Nanjing University in China, when 4 male students decided to celebrate their single status on November 11, chosen for its 4 ones, symbolizing single individuals or bear sticks. Gwangun. Okay, initially called Bachelor's Day, it was a playful way to embrace singleness and counter the focus on couples during holidays like Valentine's Day. Over time, the celebration spread through universities and social media, becoming widely recognized in Chinese culture. Alright. Funnily enough, Singles Day celebrates self-love, independence, and personal empowerment. However,
913 says, that pretty sick.
Activities include parties, blind date events, and social gatherings, providing opportunities for singles to meet and socialize. But wait, why are we socializing them? I thought we were supposed to embrace them being single. Oh, Lord. It's okay. We're all single and alone forever. Look, I read romance books. I have no idea how actual relationships work. Don't ask me. I wouldn't know. I legitimately would not know.
8913 says, true.
I can only speculate, and my speculation can only be wrong. I was born of a man and a woman, and I still don't know how relationships work. I was raised with a mother and a father, and I still have no idea.
Relationships sound expensive, GUH.
I think you're just looking in the wrong places. Get out of the strip club. Those ladies definitely want your money. Right. Now, I saw this one Instagram reel. It was guys going, alright, we have learned how to spawn camp for the women. Catch us outside Barnes and Nobles. And then people in the comments were like, no. You guys gotta go into Barnes and Nobles. The girls are not gonna come outside. Just go in, walk near the romance section, and ask questions, apparently. I don't know. Is Korean manhwa in Barnes and Nobles? Because I don't like a manga. It's too hard to read for me.
What you drawing?
So this is a deer. A furry deer. So right now I'm playing with the line art. You know, because underneath the purple is a sketch. It's usually, you know, the first draft. And now I'm playing with the solid black lines. Which is really just me having fun. As you can see, I like go to places I've already been and retouch things a lot. It's not very scientific. Me playing quite a bit. It's mostly a procrastination tactic. Because once I finish line art...
913 says, it looks amazing.
Thank you, I appreciate it. It's for a buddy of mine. He said, hey, look, I've been thinking about a new character. I want a pastel green deer. And I'm like, alright. I got nothing else to do. I finished my owl boy. You can see that in my VODs. I was working on an owl boy pngtuber. Wait. The hardest part is that you gotta remember to try to make the lines on the edges solid. Because when I'm coloring things in, these will be the lines that annoy me most. Because if these are not solid, it makes filling in the color a bit harder. Okay. I was messing around a lot with this chest fur area. There's even more I could do. It's hard to find a balance between enough and too many lines.
My friend spent over 200 on flowers for his GF sub.
What the shit? You know how much my roomie spent on flowers? 10! And he forgot to take the ticket off. That's how I knew.
Gorillating 8913 says. Dang 200.
You know what I would put 200 on? How about you put... Okay. How about 50? 50 on flowers, 150 in your savings account for the wedding ring. Or the honeymoon. Or... I don't know, something more meaningful. Do you really need $200 flowers? Are they gonna last forever? Are they permanent? If they will... Okay, if these flowers will last forever and you did something else good, like memorable on this day, and those flowers will help you remember forever what you did on this day, I say that's okay. But if the only memorable thing you did for Valentine's is give her $200 flowers, I sound the alarm. I say no bueno. Cause I'd be like, what the fuck? You're giving me flowers that are more than my like paycheck? No. Not usually, but like, no, I'm not taking these. Can you get a refund? Can you just give me the cash? I guess it's different when, I don't know. I've never been one to receive expensive gifts, so I wouldn't know how to react. I think the key here is to not tell her. As long as she doesn't know, it's probably fine, right? But if someone were to give me flowers...
I was with him when he bought them.
Did they smell good?
Gray says. Went to some flower shop, I don't know.
Yeah, I would get mine from Walmart. And I mean, to be fair, I'm sure there is a world apart of quality between Walmart flowers and flower shop flowers. I don't know, I think I'm just too much of a negative person to appreciate the expensive things in life. I'm definitely that kind of person where I have a really hard time justifying buying an expensive version of something. Ever.
Autophidias Gray says. Apparently they were out of season, but like if you picked out all the pink Publix flowers you wouldn't tell the difference.
I don't know what that means. Okay, so like, are the pink Publix flowers the ones that were out of season that made it more expensive? And you're saying that if you just picked those out, the bouquet wouldn't even look that much different?
Autophidias Gray says. No, Publix has cheap flowers.
Oh. Wait, and the bouquet has those too? I'm not paying $200 for a grocery store bouquet. I'm paying $10. Exactly. Okay, I think I'm done messing around. I probably should be done.
Autophidias Gray says. The flowers were like 17.50 a stem at the local flower shop.
A stem. Dang. I couldn't do it. Could not do it. Okay, what did I pay? I think I sent my grandmother's my grandmother a bouquet of flowers for her birthday.
Gray says. He got 5 initially, looked at it and said, I'll take 5 more.
Ew. Well, no. I'm just a negative person. So I'm sure that he had good intentions in his heart. I just don't think I'd go about it the same way. I prefer to like just get an arrangement. Like if you're gonna get an individual flower, get a single rose. You know, a single rose has a lot of meaning, and it's very pretty. And she could put it in a little vase, a vase, and then when it's she could press it into a book. There's a lot of ways to preserve it. You know, single, adorable little flower. It's fine. I don't know how much a single rose costs, though. Like, if you're gonna get multiple, I prefer an arranged bouquet, like, and it would probably have been like there were probably already, you know, some pre-made arrangements, and they probably would have been cheaper than 17 a stem, and they might have been cheaper flowers overall. And flowers are the thing, like, sometimes there's flower language, you know, there's each flower has a different meaning and significance. Oh, wait.
Autophidias Gray says, I looked at their fancy window with their displays and one of the tags said 300.
Ugh. I'm too peasant to step foot in that kind of flower shop. Okay, I would gift my flower of choice would be some chrysanthemums. In many cultures,
Gray says, my flower game must be weak or SMTH, but I cannot fathom why flowers are 300 plus.
It's simple. Because your friend bought them for 17 a pop. 17.50 a pop. They sell them at 17.50 a pop. The world is turning as it should. If your friend had gone there and been like, oh no, I don't want to spend this much, then it would have been a sign they need to lower their prices. But no, your friend went. He got 5. And then he got 5 more. It's working as expected. I think it's just that kind of thing. Alright, it's the Valentine's Day flower. I shouldn't care about the price. I should just get the best thing ever. And these are expensive. They must be great.
Autophidias Gray says, and if you wanted a custom design there, it was $125 base plus each stem they add.
I'd rather get a used phone. I don't know, I'm very...
Autophidias Gray says, like dog. Wallace Lovecraft says,
ooh,
that's fine.
Wallace, so you're the contrarian here. You think that's a fair price? You think these are like normal prices? You see, maybe we're just not experienced enough in the flower world to understand that these are the going way.
Says, deep wallet, huh? Wallace Lovecraft says, roses for my soulmate twice a year is fine.
But were they roses? We didn't get that specification. But I'd still just get one. Yeah. Well, I like that romantic image of like the single flower. If we lose it all, lose it all, lose it all. Well, you know, Leon would probably give a whole bouquet. I think he did at some point in the game.
To launch a Teens by Default mode for Discord, the chat application. The press release stated, quote, Discord users can choose to use facial age estimation or submit a form of identification to its vendor partners with more options coming in the future. End quote. Oh, good. More options. Maybe they'll add fingerprinting next.
Autofidius Gray says.
Rectum scanning.
Oh. Those sound exact. Let me see.
Retina. Says retina. Although I do now have a new idea for a new technology I can sell to the corporate ass kissers. So the language is pretty clear. You either scan your face
Wallace
or you
Lovecraft
upload an ID.
says,
And if you don't want to do
I
one
hate
of
Gamer
those,
Nexus,
then get
LOL.
fucked, basically.
Oh, you hate him.
And that is the way.
Why? Alright, the price of common peony
Wallace Lovecraft
stems.
says, just a doomer negative channel.
But I'm a doomer negative person. I love I love negative news. I love hate stuff. I love tearing things down. Wait, I think we've discussed
Wallace
this though.
Lovecraft
I
says,
am.
Ever since I stopped watching those tech channels, my life became better.
Alright. Then I'll try not to ruin your life again. But I mean, okay, according to just Googling, it does say it's a common peony can typically range from $3 to $12 per stem, depending on the variety and season. So, peak growing season is late spring and early summer. Prices can significantly increase during the off-season.
Autofidius Gray says, it was out of season.
Yeah, reaching 20 or more for high-end floral design work. Okay, suggested search.
GUH.
Like suggested related searches. Why are peonies so expensive? How much do peony flowers cost? Peonies price guide. Cost of peonies per stem. Cheapest peonies in Michigan specifically. Wholesale peony prices. How much do peonies cost? Are peonies profitable? Should I begin my peony black market trade? Okay, these are not the flower I thought they were. I was imagining a flower where it's a simple looking flower, but the inside looks dyed and it kind of like fades out into white. So it's not the flower I was thinking of. I don't know, it looks like a messy rose to me. I don't think I like it very much.
Autofidius Gray says, sorry but black market.
Well, I'm not gonna make a profit selling on the white market. Look, it's time to bring back
Wallace Lovecraft
the
says,
poppy trade.
LOL.
But funner.
Autofidius Gray says, they sell for 17.50. I'm sure it's more than enough.
No. We gotta deal with the high grade rare shit, alright? I don't want no buffet numbers. We're dealing 30 a pop. These came straight from the Queen Peony herself. Respect the hustle. Well, alright, so if we're not gonna watch Discord's disturbing ties to global surveillance, and the torture will continue until shareholder value improves, what am I gonna watch? What am I gonna watch? Fine, let's watch Boss Magic. Have y'all ever seen a gambler? I need more content.
Autofidius Gray says, no.
I'm fascinated by... I don't even know. I don't even know if I should say anything or just play it. It's... Gambling is bad. Alright? But seeing someone in live action...
Wallace Lovecraft says, yes, Ryo.
Do the gamble and like see their mind work. It's fascinating. But you see exactly how it is when someone's so deep into something, like they're making the wrong choice at every step, and you're like, no, just stop. Just stop. But their brain, they're addicted. And, alright, here's just the funny statistic. So they, some study hooked people up to brain scan stuff, all that shit. And what they found was real, like hardcore gambling addicts. They didn't get a big spike when they won. Well, try to explain. The draw for a gambling addict's brain is the chance of failure. I mean, it's the suspense, the moment before the result is when their brainwaves spiked, like the highest. And they actually got more activity when there was a loss versus a win. And that's how you know that someone is like in deep, like needing of professional help. Because winning was not like the pinnacle. It was losing and having a chance to win after. It's fascinating. And like seeing someone in live action win.
Algophidias Gray says, go big or go home.
Yeah, but I don't like that. Okay, I just want to discuss this before I even play it, because I'll probably just put on like a really big compilation. But for example, this guy will win 3K, and the first thing he'll do is he'll say, oh my god, I gotta go tell my parents. Okay, I gotta transfer some out and save some, right? Yeah, I really should. And everyone in the chat will be like, oh my god, cash out right now. And he'll think about it. But then he'll go, one more. We could double it. And like, the thought process is kind of like, I have all this debt. And now I have all this leverage. Because this guy, he's in debt to blah, blah, blah. He has to like help out his parents. There's like a lot of things that he could do with money. And the thought of cashing out very quickly gives way to the thought of, I could make it even bigger. And keeping in mind that I believe that like the more they wager, the more brain activity. It's just like, a drug addict and a bigger dose. When you're not risking it all, you're not getting as much of a dopamine spike. Feed that addiction. Because if they were just betting like pennies each time, you don't lose $1 million if you always keep yourself betting pennies. And like, whoa, you can even see it. Like, he'll earn a little or he'll win a little, and he won't bet little. He'll keep, like, if he has 3,000, he'll do like hundreds or even 1,000 in one bet. It's fascinating. Okay, here's a video. It's when he won $300,000. I'll put that one on.
So today I'm bringing you all a moment in Bossman Jack lore. This happened around 5 months ago, right after Bossman got out of rehab. I am talking about the three...
Autophidias Gray says, a lot of people bet on the Super Bowl.
Okay, but that was horrible though. Because keep in mind, nowadays, there's not just the quote-unquote legal normal gambling. right? Fan tool. There's the other one. Dual fans? No. Like, I know there's another one. Fan tool. Sports? No. Kings? DraftKings, I think.
King 8913 says. Someone bet their whole life saving on the Super Bowl recently.
It's so ridiculous.
Kalshi.
Yeah, well, what I was gonna say, I was gonna lead into that. So there's the.
Says, I saw that. Autophidius Gray says. He won.
But did they pay out? Let's look into this. Life savings bet on Super Bowl. Alright. Man risks entire life savings on big Super Bowl bet. Okay, TikTok user Doki Della on the platform, shared the video in which he told $33,000. That's your whole life savings? Alright, so he put $33,000 on the Seattle Seahawks. And it was a bet with a potential payout of just over $49,000. What does that mean? So he put $33,000 on the line. This article is saying that it had a potential payout of just over $49,000. Does that imply that in total he's just winning 49 or 49 plus his original 33? I also want to know what platform, honestly.
GorillaGing 8913 says. The funniest part, some YouTuber bet another 33K against him for some reason.
Well, that person has been more like, that's just a degenerate. Oh yeah, well, no. La 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 la. Oh, this is kind of sad though. So the person who bet, he got a ticket to the Super Bowl. Someone gave him a ticket to the Super Bowl, and he was streaming. Someone else was streaming with him. The NFL got wind of the stream. He was removed from the stadium. That's really sad. And it wasn't his fault. The other creator was joking about him running onto the field.
Autophidius Gray says. It was a consensus game. If you didn't bet on the Seahawks, then it was wraps the moment the first snap happened. GorillaGing 8913 says. Oh, I didn't know that happened. Wallace Lovecraft says. Are you not allowed to stream while at the stadium?
Now, it wasn't that he was streaming. It was, the situation was this: he got to the stadium. According to this article, another content creator invited him to join their stream.
Wallace Lovecraft says. Someone said he was going to go on field.
Yeah, so that content creator who invited him to join their stream made a joke about him running onto the field.
Lovecraft says. That's sad.
And because they made that joke, the NFL removed him from the stadium.
Wallace Lovecraft says.
Okay.
I got it, it's okay, Ryo.
That's what I'm trying to explain. Yeah, that's just sad. But, I don't know. But I think I could even say, like, that kind of one-off bet.
Yeah, there's like a streaker every year.
But I mean, at least no dildos were thrown onto the field. That would be hilarious. What if during like the Bad Bunny halftime there was just like a sea of, let's say, I mean, I already said the word, but
GorillaGing 8913 says. Ayo.
Of satisfactory squishies thrown onto the field. Imagine if there's just like an ocean And it's just the ladies that went to the Super Bowl taking revenge on everyone that threw it onto the WBA
2 years
games.
Ago, someone bet that there was gonna be a streaker, and then he streaked the field for that Super Bowl.
That's the one thing about bets these days. By making the bet, you can influence what will happen. See, it's kind of the opposite of what's supposed to work, right? You're supposed to make a bet and have it be separate from the activity itself. You don't really want the bet to influence the activity, because, you know, then doesn't it take away from the purity of the sport? But that's not the way it works, because, you know, humans are not impartial creatures. When you hear that someone bet $1 million that you're gonna do a 12, I don't know, you're gonna do a 12-yard pass and a touchdown in the final quarter, don't you feel like stressed out? You're like, fuck, I could be ruining someone's life with every move I make. But I would say don't worry about that, because I mean, other people want to ruin their lives gambling. It's big. But see, simple bets like alright, I bet $50 Seahawks are gonna win. Those are much more innocent compared to the degeneracy that was going on and is going on with more frequency. Cause like those simple bets are not, I mean, I'm sure that people are addicted and doing those simple bets, and I'm sure people are ruining their lives with simple bets, but there are these more complex bets that are where the gambling companies are making a lot of their money and people are getting way more addicted, because this type of bet is so customizable that it like fires off all your brain cylinders. And even if you like watch someone gamble on these casinos, it's a similar thing. It's called like it's like a chained parlay, where you can make a like a multiple variable bet. Like this player is going to do X and the team is going to score this many, and the Gatorade is going to be colored blue, and, you know, and then every and that you get right is like a multiplier. But I think if you lose even one, you lose it all. And every time but one of those conditions get met, your brain goes like into overdrive and you go in absolutely crazy. It's just not good for you. It's just
Autophidius Gray says, yellow Gatorade.
Is that what it was? Did you bet on the Gatorade color? No, my lord. Gambling is bad.
Autophidius Gray says, no.
Good. Anyway, maybe we can consider this some anti-gambling propaganda, alright? Because this guy, I've watched so many documentaries now, I can recite some of his lore off the top of my head. He started off in RuneScape, old school RuneScape to be specific, and he streamed old school RuneScape, and he was considered a debt streamer because he would borrow money from his viewers to pay back or initiate, you know, bets where it would be based off like duels in the game. And apparently the dueling system was really quite volatile, like it wasn't as much skill as it was RNG. But he racked up, by the end of it, he racked about 30 million gold. or RuneScape currency in debt to other people. It's crazy. But there was even there were signs of deeper issues. There were rumors that he was getting gold loans from people and somehow using those loans to procure illicit substances, which is no bueno. Okay, but then eventually he got banned to such a degree that he didn't play anymore.
Says, Gold RuneScape for drugs is crazy.
Yeah, well, this dude is pretty crazy. But the state of Virginia is single-handedly making sure that this guy stays entertaining forever and ever, because he keeps getting sent to rehab and then put on probation, and then kind of what's that word? Like, what's the term for, like, violating his probation clauses on camera? And then getting, like, going to court again, and then getting sent back to rehab, and then getting probation again.
King8913 says, dang, I never knew that.
But you never knew that about Bossman Jack?
Autopodius Gray says, I don't know Lawman.
I don't know Lawman either. But his story is fascinating. But it's not, like, the cycle is very repetitive. I don't know if I can say that his story is, like, really innovative, but the cycle is always the same. And I watched a 5-hour documentary on him where you could skip to any part of the video and it would be the same thing. Nowadays he bets on online casinos, some of them which are not legal in the US, some of which are available in the US, most of them which use crypto and their own, like, coins and blah blah blah, and a lot of them are sponsoring him. So they'll top up his account a certain amount, which he'll bet through, he'll use up. Sometimes he'll even beg for people to give him more money to gamble with. It's insanity. But the cycle is always the same. He gambles, he wins, he loses, he wins. But what makes him fascinating is his brain damage, is his addiction, because you can see it in real time, the way the addiction affects his mood and his choices. And he never cashes out. That's the crime of it all. But the truth is, like, my perspective is kind of like, even if he were to want to cash out, these websites are not meant for cashing out. 99% of people lose everything. And that's the great thing, right? They don't care if you pay in millions and lose millions. But when you try to cash out a few thousand, no. That's when they make things very difficult for you. But on his end, he doesn't even try to cash out, because what happens every single time is he wins. He goes like crazy, like being happy, like, oh, I gotta tell my parents, oh, I'm gonna buy a new car, I'm gonna buy a new computer, I'm gonna buy a new headset, I'm gonna give something to my parents, I'm gonna pay off my debts. But then, just like a few seconds later, instead of cashing out, loses it all. Again and again and again. And the thing is, he'll do one bet, and he'll lose, and he'll be like, oh, okay, last one. I gotta save at least like 10,000 of this, right? All right, let's go until we're at like 15,000, and it'll get to 15,000 and be like, well, let's just do one more. I can win. Let's double it. And by the end of it all, he'll be back to 0. It's tragedy. But yeah, like, even on the topic of sports betting, it's kind of catastrophic because there's these legal apps, but then there are these gray market apps where like the one you mentioned, Kalshi and Polymarket, and all these ones where it's way less regulated because the rules just can't catch up with it yet. And they're so... I don't even know. There's so many things in the world.
The most amount Boss has ever won.
You don't have to be 18 to bet on Kalshi.
Yeah, because it's not technically, you know.
Autofidia's Gray says. It's an odd gray area.
Yeah, like these prediction markets are nuts. They try to run themselves on stock market rules, not gambling rules. I don't know. Once the suicide rate numbers get updated, where the cause is linked back to gambling, it'll be interesting to see what happens. Because gambling is making so much tax revenue. Billions. Billions upon billions. Yeah.
Started on a very...
They don't want to stop it.
Had a very short run sponsoring Bossman for reasons you will see later in this video. But first, let's take a look at the beginning of this run.
My bad, guys. Oh, money's in, guys. Oh, no, yes, it is. Watch this, guys. I'm gonna hit a fatty here. Come on. Let's go. 1.75. Come on. Let's go, guys. Cash that. 65 bucks. Is that all I paid? It's not bad. Let's do 15.
I don't even know this AI. I don't even know this UI. I don't understand what he's pressing or if he's winning or losing or what. Oh, bro. Here. I can only imagine that red is a bad color.
What's my balance now? What the f? Bro, what the f happened to my balance, dude? What the f just happened, bro? Oh my god, I thought it said $10. Oh my god, bro. Holy f, dude. I was about to freak the f out, dude. It did say $10. I'm gonna do a 30 here. Come on, win this, please. Let's go. 2 times, win this. Let's go. And hit the 2.5 and we're out of here. That'd be big money, dude. Oh my god, bro.
That's red.
Okay, 165. We're going to 130 here. Hit a 2.5 to start us. Wow,
no.
Dude. Hit this, man, please.
Then he went back to 2.5. I don't know what these numbers are. I can only assume that the bigger number is a bigger risk.
Cash it. Yes, cash that. Let's fucking go. 222, okay. Do a 2-timer. This shit can print, bro. Watch this. 3-time. Let's go. 1-3. Come on, let's get print. 1-4. Oh my god, bro. That would have fucking printed, bro. Oh my god, what's up, Davin?
Oh wait, do you see how I don't know if you can even see it. He like hovers his mouse in a circle, nearly like he's casting a spell.
Let's fucking go.
Fascinating.
Let's go. I'm doing 80 on 4-2. Please hit this. No,
red.
More 80. Come on. Please hit. No way, dude. Last one. I swear to God, if I lose this.
But then he keeps going on 4. I don't know what this 4.2x means. But he keeps going on. It can only. I don't even know what number he is betting. That's the thing. And you see how fast he does it. There is no moment of contemplation. It's go, 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 bet, 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 bet. Okay, this reminds me of a study where they found that if they put guns in a container in which there was like an extra step before you had access to the gun, the rate of suicides went down because the person had to take the time to remove it from that container, and that one little obstacle gave them the time they needed to think through their actions. Because it could, I don't know, I've been thinking about this a lot, but more from like a writer perspective. But there are a lot of decisions that you can make in life that are very split-second decisions, where if you were forced to think about it for longer, it would probably be like more difficult to make the decision every second that you had to think it through. Stuff like murder, I don't know, killing.
Autofidias Gray says, hearing Cash, that makes me think of those reels of people advertising their of sports predictions.
I'm gonna like their picks, right? Like their Discord servers where they sell their picks and their courses and their blah blah blah.
Autofidias Gray says, yeah.
It's all such bullshit. Oh, such bullshit. Investment picks, bullshit. You know that like you put a chicken on like a board and get it to like peck at stock tickers, and it can probably build a portfolio that'll do better than the index, that'll do better than a human managed fund, not the index, but a human managed fund. A chicken can, or even any pet, or a monkey. Like, active trading is such a weird ass world that I would never touch. I index fund my bros. But then I have too much, I don't know, there's so many index funds. I think a normal person's index fund layout is like, alright, I got one S&P 500, maybe one international, maybe one sector. I went through and I was like, oh look, there's like 5 different S&P 500s I could get. Let me get one of each. And then ChatGPT, I was like, hey, rate my stock picks. And I was like, did you have a seizure? Did you copy and paste the wrong thing? Because I really hope that you did not have all these weird overlaps. And I was like, yes, I do. I indeed do have 10 separate, like, specific market indexes, okay?
Wallace Lovecraft says,
oh my god, down to 100, bro. Just like that, the 4's now.
One day I'll have to rebalance my portfolio, but that day is not today. And that day is never.
So I need this one, please. No way, dude. What the f? It's always the one you need, bro. I'm gonna cash out smaller ones, bro. Oh my god, bro. Can you not do this? Bro, what the f is this rigged shit, dude? What the f is going on, dude? Please win this, man. I only need one.
I don't know. And you can notice his reaction, intensity for a win versus a loss. I mean, a win is just more cash for him to gamble with. A loss is only impactful because it takes away what he can wager. The one thing I do wish there was like a ticker or like a counter for what he is betting each time. Like the amount he is wagering, and maybe like the total loss.
One more. Oh my god, bro. That's so rigged, bro. Look how stupid this is, dude. I just lost $200, dude. Might as well YOLO it on 4. Oh my god, dude. I just lost it all. And f that game. I'm never playing that game again, dude. What the f was that? Oh,
but will he play that game again?
All right, I get some quick coin flip money. We want Prina, yeah. Oh my god, I lost the first one, bro. Oh my god, I lost the second one.
But it keeps
bro,
going.
I just lost every one of those. so fucking rigged, bro. That's so fucking rigged, bro. She's gonna hit silver again. Yep. Dude.
But you see, he didn't even celebrate the one he won.
That was so rigged. I'm so sick of these games robbing me, bro. It's like every time you go to them, 3 or 4 losses. 3 or 4 are losses.
Do you think he would stab?
Does it hit though? Does it hit though? Oh, $52. Let's go. Get out of here. Let's leave the slide at that point. Nice little last hit. All right, you know what let's do? It's coin flip. It's due, guys, for 2 win streak. Black. No, go gold. Go gold. No, dude. What the f is this, guys? Yes. 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 Yeah. $400 in the bag. Let's go. $400 in the bag.
Over the course of 10 minutes, Boss would run up a fat $20,000 balance and decides to do a giveaway. It's crazy how Boss Man can run up a huge balance from nothing, but you've got to account for the thousands of times when going all in hasn't worked and he's lost all of his money.
I hate you, Dad. Hate you, bro. 20K in the bag. 20K in the bag, boys. Oh my God. Look at that money, bro.
Yeah, I mean, this is not this is not a very happy story at all.
19K is plenty, bro. I just made bank. He wants a 300.
Because one of the things I was thinking about was I have no idea how gambling addiction is treated. Other than perhaps the same way anything that like fires off the dopamine receptors or producers or etc. could be treated.
Autophidias Gray says.
White room torture?
White room torture.
Alright, but let's say that you have someone who is addicted to gambling. And let's say that you're not allowed to just tie them up in a room and you're like have them withdraw entirely from any from doing the things they're addicted to. Because I guess that would be like option. It would be up there in the options, right? Just like forcibly preventing the person from indulging in their addiction. Let's say you can't do that. How do you get a gambling addict to stop? I think most of the time you see it's like they gotta hit rock bottom to see where they are. And they have to make the choice to change. With a guy like this, because he's sponsored by these websites, even when he loses it all, usually he just has to wait till the next day and they'll deposit more money for him to gamble with.
Wallace Lovecraft says, just take them to rehab and call it a day.
He's been to rehab, I think 3 times already, but it's been for drug abuse issues. And what's fascinating is that he has managed to gamble from the computers at rehab. He has used his phone privileges to stream and gamble from rehab. And his whole like abuse problem, it's all very intertwined. He uses the gambling funds to procure illicit substances. And then he gambles while high. And then I mean, I don't even know how to describe, coherently how they're both very connected. Like indulging in one of his addictions just like leads into the other one.
Wallace Lovecraft says, isn't there a rehab where they don't allow technology except for calls?
I mean, there may be. But his parents are the one that front the money or like provide the money to send him to rehab too. I think it's because he like the first few times it might have been state paid by the court, but because he's gone and then come back and then violated his probation terms and then had to go back, I think the court stopped and his parents had to start paying out of pocket to send him. and they're just not. They're not that level of quality then.
Autophidias Gray says. I mean, they have some prisons give their guys tablets.
Imagine the in-prison gambling rigs.
But that's in California.
Gambling
I have no clue anywhere
gangs.
else.
Now, I've seen some jail phone shenanigans, but like I think the point is that this guy like on the screen, this Bossman Jet guy, like he can be in rehab for an addiction that he acknowledges of substance abuse, and he will find a way to gamble.
Autophidias Gray says. Man, jail phones suck ass.
I mean, suck is not all they do to asses, I believe. Like, okay, but like for example, this guy can be in a rehab facility and will gamble. Like how? So then, how do you help him? I guess, like Wallace mentioned, he would need to go to somewhere where they can legitimately treat his gambling addiction. But they go there, and the main thing that they're trying to deal with is his drug addiction. I guess his parents just can't send anyone that's good enough to deal with the gambling addiction as well. Like he'll sneak his phone to be able to go online and gamble. It's nuts. There's no way for him to just like quit it.
$180 buy. You guys ready? I'm gonna do a few trivia questions. Actually, let's do $100 buys. All right, let's see.
At some point, I'll stop this and
how old was I
play a
when I
little
first tried
detective.
marijuana? $100 buy. First one to guess it. Holy, that was fast. First one to say 14 was Green Marshall. Green Marshall, you get a $100 buy, my boy. Damn, how'd y'all know it was 14? That is correct. I guess it's like an average age, I guess, right? All right, for the next one. How old was I when I lost my virginity? How old was I? That is correct, Rado. It was 14 as well.
Oh,
Rado
Lord.
got it. Shut up, Hog. I fucked your mom twice. Trust. All right, I got more trivia questions for you guys. Hold on, guys.
Autophidias Gray says. Dog what?
I feel like these two things are connected.
Watch it, I'm gonna win big on this one.
Boss is so cheap with his giveaways. He has around 20k and is giving a combined $52 to 2 people. There's no consistency with anything Boss does. Sometimes he will pay out $500 to one person, but most of the time he will just lose the giveaway winner's money.
There he is. Oh my god. Bro! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! The giveaway's canceled! The giveaway.
Will these giveaway winners get their money?
No, one of the funniest things to happen on his stream though is that he will win a gamble or like win a bet and he'll text his dealer, but then instead of cashing out the amount that he needs to pay his dealer, he will bet with it and then lose it and then have to cancel his order. If that does not like describe to you the degeneracy going on.
Autophidias Gray says. This is like a gambling addicted Joe Bartolozzi.
I don't know who that is, unfortunately. Just imagine when your two addictions are so intertwined, but you're like one of your addiction actively prevents the other one. But hey, you lost all the money, you can't buy anything anymore. But it usually finds a way.
I shouldn't play this game. There we go. Bro, what the fuck is going on? Oh my god. Please win this. Oh my god, bro. What the fuck was that? I'm getting off this game right now. 15k lowest, bro. Yes! Just gonna pay fat. No! Bro, why didn't I cash that out? Oh my god, why didn't I cash that out? There you go. Catch that. I probably should have went for more there. Give my 20K back. No. Give my 20K back, please. Yeah. Let's go. Yeah, do another one.
Even him yelling cannot wake me up enough.
Oh my god. I'm gonna go for 2,500 here. Good go. Wish me luck, guys. 10K win here. Oh my god, bro. Why would I do that? That would be a 10K win, dude. Bro, what the f is going on, dude? Oh my god, thank god. Dude, if I hit this, it's gonna be 10K. Oh, bro, 22K in the bag. Oh my god, let's go. Oh my god, let's go. Let's go. Oh. Oh. Oh my god, dude. 26K in the bag. I'm not even kidding. 26K. Hit this, I'm at 30. 30K coming. Oh my god. Bro, I'm at 30K. Oh my god.
I just wish I could see the numbers and understand what's happening, but it's better if we don't.
Oh my god, bro. 30K, bro. Oh my god, bro.
But then, how much is he betting on a fucking coin toss?
There you go. Oh my god, dude. Did you win this one? There you go. There you go. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, $6,000 loss on tails. Yes, guys, $6,000 win. Oh my god, bro. Yes, guys, $6,000 win. Yo! 35K! Oh my god, 40K! 40K! Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, dude. 35. I just had 40K. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, bro. Oh my god, bro. Stop. Oh my god. 15K left. Oh my god, bro. Oh my god. Yes. Oh my god. Yes. Oh my god. Yes. Oh my god.
But then he just lost one.
Oh my god, guys. Oh my god, I should leave. Oh my god, bro. Okay. No. Oh my god, bro. 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 Oh my god, bro. Oh my god. There we go. There we go. I didn't think I won that. Oh my god, bro. Yes, guys. Yes, guys. Oh my god, bro. Please stop. Yes. Oh my god, bro. Bro. There you go. Oh my god, dude. 13K left. Oh my god, dude. Wow. Triple check this. Triple check this. Yes. 10K in silver. Oh my god. 10K on gold. Oh my god. 10K silver, I'm out. Oh my god. Oh my god. Gold. Oh my god, get out. Oh my god, bro. I was about to leave, bro. I was about to lose it all, dude. Oh my god. All right, dudes. Yo, why are you yelling at me? It's not.
So then this is an interesting concept.
Goddamn. Dumbass.
He lives with his parents, and he does a lot of these streams like late at night into the early morning. And you can imagine, you know, hey, chill it out. You're yelling, you're screaming. But then he acts like that. Because, you know, he's in the middle of indulging in his addiction. You can't just take him off his ride. Because you see, like, it's a whole, like, it's not just the gambling. It's like the whole, every single act in indulging the addiction is like part of the addiction. Making him get up and do that is like just horrific in his brain. Yeah. Ugh, but I am so slippery now. I'll give it 30 seconds. If anyone is still alive, I will play detective game. Otherwise, I will mosey my way into my bed.
Autofidius Gray says,
you're still alive.
GUH.
Yeah, for detective game, I have to replay like a bit of that chapter that I even started. Because I just fell asleep right through it. And I will probably fall asleep again. But I can only attempt to waken myself. Wait. Okay, mainly, can I stay awake?
I hope you stay happy forever!
Humanity will eventually reach Moshe. And by you, Freya.
BB, huh? This is information overload! My brains are gonna flow out of my ears! He murdered 3 people 6 years ago. What?
The thing is, I don't remember how we got here anyhow.
Autofidius Gray says, after playing an FPS game in the first time for a while.
What does this mean?
For the first time in a while.
Autofidius Gray says, I'm
That's exactly what you see.
No, I think I could say the same.
There are 2 cathedrals?
Oh my god, why are there 2 cathedrals?
Right. Mizuki, look.
Hey boy!
Autofidius Gray says, I'm not catching up to this new generation, dog.
It's fine. Just go play good old games. Just remember, it's kind of like all of media, like all of like written media and TVs and all that. There is so much that you have not touched in the indie field, in different genres.
Back to RDR2 IG.
And see, I've never played that. And even in the non-multiplayer, there's so many games for you to enjoy. It's fine if you're not gonna make it to esports level first-person shooter. But also, I need the menu. Because I need to get out of this chapter. Actually, okay. I need to get out of this chapter and restart it, because I don't remember shit. Sorry. I fell asleep. I am here.
Autophidius Gray says. Lil nap.
Ah, just a little nap. Just a little tiny nap. I don't know, considering the level of my headache, I really should only play for like 40 minutes so I can at least try to get 4 to 5 hours of sleep. I guess we're gonna go to this one. So I remember a lot of this. Wait, I remember this trivia. Closet.
Last night. I don't know.
I know that Horridor Institute and
I'm just trying to get to the point where I don't remember anything.
Be honest. What? Do you have more? For me, I've been back for 4 days, so I don't.
I told you I'm home. Is that what?
All right, let me try this again, Mizuki. I'm home.
That your Riz. Look, it's the combination of everything. His voice is beautiful. It's smooth. It's deep. It's comfortable. I like hearing it. He has long white hair, which is my thing. I love long hair. And I don't even mind the weird eye patch. I don't even mind the weirdest outfit.
Welcome back, Date. But that's not what I wanted to say.
Alright, that.
I threw away all your porno bags.
Let's talk about it later. Trust me, if I explain it now, it'll only confuse you.
No, it won't. I know everything. I'm a very educated young woman, okay?
Autophidius Gray says. Other than being super hypersexual, he seems okay.
He's a pretty cool dude, other than being a pervert. Like, you should have seen, we might have to replay the first game, just so you, look, that's the one thing, like, I enjoyed the first game so much, except every time he was in the vicinity of a woman, he would become a big old flirt, and it was annoying. That's the one thing I just hate about him. I hate how fucking, that's why I love Ryuki. Ryuki would, okay, other than that part where we, I guess we like half seduced / were seduced by that receptionist and we ran away together. Other than that, he's a very polite young man. He's just too fucking... And the thing is, I don't even mind a guy being flirty, but Date, he's also just so like loose. He's not loyal. He's not loyal to nobody. Which I mean, he is single. But it's just, there's no respect. He's flirty with everyone.
Plant what? May I ask why?
Anyway, we already know that they're gonna elope and all that. So I remember this. I don't know what's next, but I remember this. Okay, then we went to the Nice Japan branch. Alright, and then we find the corpse. And then we read the documents, okay.
So, you finished reading the...
Yeah.
Last time, I think I went to sleep because I put it on auto.
You understand?
So that the text would auto advance, and then I just kind of like would listen to the audio, to the dialogue, and then I leaned back in my chair like this, and I closed my eyes, and I breathed easy, and I just listen to the dialogue. I love hearing people talk. I mean, I fall asleep very easy just hearing things with just sound in the background. That's how I can fall asleep at work, despite the horrific cacophony of factory noise. Having noise does not keep me awake. So, I mean, especially these, everyone here sounds good. Like, no one here has like a particularly annoying voice.
You know whose left half is in the freezer.
Uru's. Fuck. I was wrong again. Yeah, okay. Cause I don't know anyone.
What he really looks like.
And this body?
Is Uru?
Uru Somizuki. He murdered 3 people 6 years ago.
Uh-huh.
Jin, Chikara, and Andy's Kameji.
What am I looking at?
What's this? There's some kind of device in there.
I don't know, from here it almost looks like a music box, but it's weird looking.
It appears to be a jet-like nozzle device. The box appears to have some...
See, I have to keep pressing because the box is green. Whenever a box is green, it means I need to keep pressing it.
That outfit was so hard to move in, with the wireframe and all this. I don't need to explain it. You should already know.
Jin Furue, the child of Tokiko and Chikara.
He was born with a rare and complicated disease.
I just had a little pass out moment where I thought I was falling. Yeah, I'm big sleepy. I'm literally sitting here and my brain just went like, "Hey, you're falling." And then I banged my knee into the desk.
It caused inoperable tumors to grow in the right half of his body.
Jin might have had. He got it. I don't think.
I remember this.
So you think that? I'm not positive. Only a few hours ago, around 1 a.m.
I asked Leon to open the door to the staircase.
So the lock you mentioned earlier.
That's right. The lock to the staircase door.
That's when I asked them about their plans to run away together.
Then the 4 of us headed down the stairs. Leon carried Kizuno down.
And that's when we found the corpse on the ritual platform.
What am I doing? See? I don't know. Box. Do I look at it? I looked at it. I looked at it. Did I?
They're not going for.
They should be fine. They said they were gonna.
I used Marco's X-ray function.
Oh, right. This is where I fell asleep. Because I remember we were talking about Marco and whether he was twink made.
Marco? The name of my AI ball in my left eye. He's pretty shy. He doesn't talk much.
Our character design budget. Yeah.
You fell asleep after seeing Ryuki.
And I didn't even dream of him. That's the true crime.
Unlike someone else I know.
Excuse me, are you talking about me?
Mm-hmm. I know Iba really well. We were partners 6 years ago.
I feel like it would have been easier to understand that it was BB 6 years ago if maybe she had a different personality from Mizuki.
When I was hired at Abyss, I was supposed to get Marco transplanted into my left eye. But he wasn't finished yet.
Also, I feel like it's the same voice actress, but they told her, okay, look, you need to sound a little different. Keep your voice a little deadpan and like a little nasally. Like a little bit.
So instead, I got Iba.
Like a little stuffed nosy sounding.
But Iba and Date. Yeah, Iba and Date were kind of fighting at the time. And
I see. I apologize.
Because of the
Yes.
Okay.
It's kind of sad. I made so many memories with you, Iva.
Okay.
Well, you see, I was so preoccupied with my work.
No. It was because you tried watching VR porn while Iva was still in your left eye.
Yeah, okay. I still remember this part.
That does sound like...
I told you a million
I wanted to ask Shoma about the genetic experiments, so I visited him.
I looked like Gen, so it didn't raise any concerns.
He told me a lot.
About his body and his older sister, and about the hidden safe.
That's what we came here for. Wait. Shoma has an older sister?
But you don't know this yet in this timeline? The mame.
You know her what?
Kizuna and
A mermaid.
a mame doi.
Really?
What am I doing? Where did that go? Oh, he's over there.
I can't really say anything more than what's in the file.
Autophidius Gray says.
No.
Did we die?
No, but I'm quickly falling into like waking dreams constantly. Like I couldn't even start to tell you what they're
Autophidius
about.
Gray says. Go to sleep.
Why? I think that's is that the first time you ever told me to go to sleep. I feel so touched. I should. I'm sorry. Let's just get to see Ryuki.
He's the child that was kidnapped from Iowan when he was 6.
It was Chikara and Tokiko who took him. They wanted to make him Jin Furue's donor.
So for over a decade, they did surgery after surgery, giving more and more of Uru to Jin.
Okay.
Half his face, too.
I'm following the
The
plot.
skin he lost was replaced by an artificial skin made of carbon chitin. Half his face was transplanted onto Jin's as well.
Right. And it was only half because Jin had a percent-shaped birthmark on the left side of his face.
A holy symbol for the Order of Percent. It was considered sacred.
And Chikara, being a devoted follower, couldn't get himself to rip that skin off.
Which is why the left half of Jin's face was left untouched.
And after all those transplants, Jin's body ended up being cut in half.
6 years later, February of this year, Uru's body was cut in half.
So what was discovered was Jin's right half and Uru's left half.
Jin and Uru are essentially mirror images of one another.
So when the police were identifying Uru's body, they got their DNA sample to compare against from Jin's organs.
And because those were originally taken from Uru, it naturally follows that they match.
So that's why...
That is the mistake that caused investigators to believe that they were the same person.
I've been wondering, 6 years ago, why did Uru cut the bodies in half? That was for the Nirvana initiative, right? Yeah, but what does that have to do with the plan? And speaking of, is the Nirvana initiative still happening? I mean, after all, Terror's dead. Right, the mastermind is dead. But you saw it. on the night of the 13th on the rooftop of Misaton. That was terror. It was definitely Uru's voice, but Uru should have been dead.
Perhaps his voice was recorded.
Either way, the rehearsal happened even after Terror died, which means...
the main event will likely still happen as well.
Yeah, it's safe to assume it will proceed as planned.
But I still don't understand the full scope of the Nirvana initiative.
When? Where? How? We are completely in the dark.
Why don't you ask the culprit?
Yeah, good idea. Hey, Uru, what's up with your plan, you asshole?
No, that's not what I meant. There are other culprits. Whoever killed Uru and Tokiko.
You believe they might know something about the Nirvana initiative?
I don't know for sure, but they at least might have some clues.
We don't have enough information yet. Looks like we're gonna need some extra help.
Help?
Over here. Come with me.
Autophidius Gray says, I want to see Ryuki.
That's all I want.
There's nothing over here.
You would think that, right? But check this out.
Alright, so this is where we go into the identical cathedral.
Marco, please. What is this?
Do you like it? Erotic, isn't it?
How is this in any way erotic?
Much more erotic than watermelon splitting.
Let's get going. Yeah. What? What does this mean?
It means exactly what you see.
There are two cathedrals? That's right.
Mizuki, look.
Ryuki.
Alright,
I'm here
my
too.
boy.
Tama.
How is Ryuki doing?
Terrible. It was a bad idea to show him this place.
So why did you?
It's been like this for hours.
God damn it. Alright, let's just talk to our boy. And I'm half awake, I understand.
Eligoed. Autophidius Gray says, Ryuki.
Our boy, alright, why are you here? Just talk to me, baby.
Yeah, I told him to head over to the other cathedral.
Does that mean he saw Uru's corpse and Tokiko's file?
He did, yep.
Oh,
And then
great.
he came here through the hidden passage.
Okay. I did not just have a very strange random dream where I was Mizuki and I was being chased by a like giant pelican type creature. Don't ask about Kizuna.
I heard. So she eloped, huh? Had nothing to do with the video.
It's okay. It's so hard to.
I don't remember any of my dreams.
I don't know. I mean, I do. I remember most of them. Mine are just like stories, just cool stories. I can't. He's so small. Like, oh my god. No, he's not okay.
At least be breathing.
He might not be if there was rope and a branch in here. This has been eating at Ryuki for the past 6 years. He
But, like,
regretted what he did and blamed himself.
Date didn't
He
even
betrayed Date
die.
and shot Mizuki Kuranushi with stun bullets.
I don't remember.
And what happened to Mizuki, Date, and Kizuna on top of that? Yeah, Terror detonated the bomb, but it was Ryuki who told Date about this place.
Okay.
Kizuna and Mizuki wouldn't have been hurt. That's what's been plaguing him. He started drinking, which made the whole thing worse.
I don't care if he feels bad about it. I still don't forgive him.
Well, I've never been mad at him in the first place.
Autophidia's Gray says. Alcoholic Twink Ryuki.
He was damaged. He was sad. He was grieving. He couldn't deal with his emotions.
I was overhauled completely during maintenance. That's when Ryuki opened up about what happened.
Why didn't you share this earlier?
I couldn't. Ryuki betrayed Abyss. I couldn't let anyone find out.
So you protected him?
I made an oath. No matter what, I
will protect Ryuki.
Ryuki himself could have informed us sooner.
Wait.
I will protect Ryuki.
You should know why he didn't do that. Why he gave in to Terra's demands.
He wanted to protect his loved ones.
Wouldn't you do the same?
But where is he? Okay, if I'm done pressing on him, what could I be looking for? Oh, okay. Look at it. See, this is the point that annoys me about using keyboard and mouse. What?
Do you hate Ryuki? Of course I do. I want to shove a pipe in his mouth and stir up his organs. 6 years ago, he...
Autophidia's Gray says. Want even talk to us tragic.
Ooh. Ryuki, wake up. Look, you should be honored. Ryuki barely fires his gun, and when he does fire, he barely hits a target. Therefore, you are one of the few people that he has shot, hit, and like successfully achieved his goals in doing those things.
It made my heart condition worse.
Oh. You're so fragile.
It affected my work. I can't investigate properly if I have to go to the hospital all the time.
Alright, so maybe valid criticism, but he didn't know that.
But when I heard you recently joined Abyss... I shadowed you. And February 10th, when you went to the stadium...
I shot you for fun.
I got there before you and found the corpse. At the time, I had no clue it was Uru's left half. But I knew it had to do with the HB case from 6 years ago. I told you before that the one thing I wanted was for you to live a normal life.
Ryuki, where are you?
I couldn't let you get caught up in this case.
Autophidia's Gray says. Heelro.
Okay, I'm almost passing out here. I just need just one line from you, please.
I see. You shot at Mizuki to dissuade her from finding the corpse.
I don't even know where I am. Okay. Now I gotta look over this way and talk to Date. Oh, okay, there you are.
Marco, can you send Iba the data?
Got it. Opening it.
They couldn't even hire a voice actor. They couldn't figure out, like, they couldn't flesh out our twink boy. Our twink AI.
It is a cross-section of the two cathedrals.
Okay.
You get it now?
Nope.
There's one on the east and one on the west.
Uh-huh.
Terror blew up the west one. This one, right here.
Which happens to be the same side Ryuki met Terror.
Autophidia's Gray says. They don't even have a model for him.
It's so sad. Next game, next game. Hopefully.
What he called his execution chamber.
On the east side was Uru's corpse and Tokiko's file.
Autophidia's Gray says. Please talk to us, Ryuki.
I'm already asleep again.
And that
You can take the elevator up to the president's office.
Uh-huh. Okay, maybe he'll talk to us now.
Ryuki, you made a mistake.
Date, have your heart to heart.
But lying around here in all your misery isn't gonna fix anything. If you really regret what you did, solve this case. That's the only way to atone. Ryuki, I remember one night we went out drinking. You told me about your little brother. You always talk about him when you drink. You made him a promise, right? He said,
Justice.
I'll become a hero of justice.
Half might.
If I've fallen, I just need to get back up again. You used to say it all the time. It doesn't matter how many times you fall. As long as you have a body to do it, you climb back up again. Come on, Ryuki. Climb above the debris. It doesn't matter if you're pitiful. It doesn't matter if you show vulnerability. You struggle, you crawl, and you make it back to the top. That's what we do. That's what makes us human.
Okay.
Mr. Date. Everyone,
Ryuki, now's not the time to cry.
But he sounds so good.
Come climb up here.
You mean?
Don't get me wrong. I'll only forgive you after we solve this case.
You know, what's even left to solve? We already know who killed the 3 people in the past. Is the question who killed people in the present? Who even is dead in the present? I guess Tokiko?
So...
Okay.
We got the whole gang! Alright, they're just saying that they're finally just having a powwow session and going over all the available information.
So, the first thing on the agenda is stopping the Nirvana
Autofidius Gray says. Finally Ryaki VA.
Bye.
When, where, how? We don't know anything about it.
We should know everything except where. Tama shared all her data, right?
I did receive the information.
I didn't give it a close look. Ryuki, can you tell us more about the Nirvana initiative?
Yeah, I'll explain everything in order. First, Terror, Uru, created a video.
They're not gonna play it, right? Why you make me click to continue this?
Videos. QR video, Nirvana trial, and Nirvana X. The QR video was the first.
The QR code on the signboard in Jin's body. That was a link to the video, right?
Right. So it was first made public 6 years ago, on February 10th. The motive was...
Merely a small part of my plan. It's the prototype.
There were stories about people who went missing after watching the video, but...
It's just an urban legend.
It was actually the second video that caused people to go missing. The Nirvana trial.
I'm gonna click again? See, here's the part. Like, I definitely was leaning back and just enjoying hearing him. Then you want me to click?
It was uploaded on February 9th.
Back when Uru was still alive.
But what for?
I think it was a beta version of Nirvana X, the third video, for testing purposes for the main event.
Testing what?
There was a code, like BATS 490 in the Nirvana trial video. That code led to the Eastern Cathedral. The coordinates led to the staircase.
Yeah, but that door has tons of locks.
Right, but the staircase had another code. By solving that, you could collect the numerous keys located all over the city. And those who did solve everything would be able to unlock the door to the Eastern Cathedral. Did you notice the box? Inside was a device that shot TC Purge. If you open the box, it triggers.
You better hope I'm not dead. Oh my goodness.
When it enters the brain, it can even overwrite the DNA structure inside neurons. It can make you see things, make you dance. It makes you do weird things over and over.
And it spreads in the air. If this virus gets out somehow,
Autofidius Gray says.
Human race is in
Glorious Ryaki back at it.
Can you picture it?
But he's not insane.
The whole
He's speaking so logically. I don't know. I want a little tinge of insanity. Give me a half might line.
With his physical relationship with Date.
I'll be honest. I contracted TC Purge.
Well, I knew that.
Opened the box.
But it's okay. Ryuki has developed a resistance to it.
Just after going the whole game going crazy.
Having said that, TC Purge is still a problem.
Actually, I already forgot. What do they mean by box? Okay. Okay, there was the box that we scanned with the X-ray that had some kind of blah 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 device. So he opened the fucking box. And he contracted TC Purge.
It's weird.
Is that what it looked like? When I was infected with TC Purge, My symptoms got worse. Disorientation, short-term memory loss, hallucinations.
He's been seeing hallucinations for 6 years now. The mental trauma of what happened to his brother.
Anyway, those who solved the code and opened the box contracted TC Purge.
Oh, I almost like knocked my mug off the table.
And as a result, they started acting strangely.
And now, there are people dancing and rioting in the streets. And a lot of suicides.
I see. These people would have no motivation to return home.
That's why so many people went missing.
In other words, Uru's experiments were a success. He's dead now, but his plan is still alive.
I'm guessing his lackeys are carrying out the plan now. To raise the curtain on the main event.
It was the main event.
I think I know what they're gonna do. They're gonna shoot the rocket somewhere.
With TC Purge on the warhead.
The rocket will explode.
And the virus will spread?
Yeah.
Most likely, yes.
Tons of people will get infected with TC Purge.
It will grow in their bodies.
And inevitably spread.
From one person to another.
If we do things that are beyond the comprehension of a designer, simultaneously, all around the world, bugs will start appearing everywhere.
This will lead all mankind to reach moksha, an emancipation from this fictional world.
That is the Nirvana Initiative.
Even if this Nirvana thing turns out to be bullshit, the virus itself is a problem.
Right. I don't know if it will really cause glitches to appear or anything, but it'll be mass hysteria.
There is already an uptick in suicides.
When is the plan gonna happen?
Video, Nirvana X, is already public.
There's a 7-digit number, which is probably a time and a date.
February 15th, 12 o'clock.
Noon, today. But what time is it now?
7:55 a.m.
We barely have 4 hours left.
He's so passionate or invigorated. Like she's the most, I don't know, excited, but not in a positive way. Like,
well,
we don't know.
My guess is the other letters that were in the video are some kind of code too. Maybe they point to a location.
the best code breaker we know is Shoma.
I converted the letters to numbers and checked the coordinates.
It's an area in the Pacific Ocean. No land around. I don't think those coordinates are where the plan is happening.
You just don't want to go swimming.
Oh, I remember something BB said earlier. The culprit who killed Uru and Tokiko. Maybe they have a clue. Right.
Well, in that case, there is one person. I don't know if they're the culprit, but they might have some valuable information. I didn't know where to find them before, but I've got a good idea now. That person, she's probably with Shoma.
Amame? Yeah, so Amame has been sus this entire fucking game. I don't know. I just felt that way. Maybe I'm weird. And then we learned that she's Shoma's big sister. Oh.
I understand. I'll tell you the truth.
Big sis!
Amame!
The corpse in the freezer at Brahmin. I'm the reason it's there. It's my fault. 6 years ago, February 11th, my father called me here. Shoma wasn't here. Only my father and half a corpse. Genny didn't do anything wrong. I asked him to do it. And Shoma has nothing to do with this. He just found out too.
Mame, that's not what we're here to ask.
We're looking for the person who killed Terror and Tokiko.
What? Terror is dead?
You can tell us more about what you know at the station.
Amame, will you come with us?
No, no! I don't care what you say! You can't take Big Sis away!
We're not even gonna kill her, okay? We just need to detain her.
What's the problem? We just want to talk.
Autophidia's Gray says.
Wait, Mame, did you kill Terror and Tokiko?
What are you saying?
I knew it!
Amame didn't kill anyone!
You sure about that? Date would not... Okay, I don't think Date would just say that out of nowhere. Like, he's not... Alright, like, I know we haven't seen him the entire game, and we're not, like, 100% familiar with him, just based on this game. But I really don't think he would just kind of, like, throw that out there without any... inkling of proof. Like, I mean, from a plot perspective, I hope she did. That would be cool. I mean, she would be the last guess. Like, who would guess it was the mermaid? And I don't know. From a plot perspective, it kind of seems like she can't be. This game is like too nice. This game is not evil enough to take a character that comes all the way from the last game and make her the villain. That's, you know.
Sorry, I came here to protect Amame.
Well, I'm not gonna hurt her.
If only you didn't find the body in the freezer.
It's a legal detainment for
the statute of limitations for abandoning a corpse is 3 years. She can't get arrested for hiding the corpse 6 years ago.
But I just can't let you.
Why not?
You're not making any sense.
It's the body cam videos.
Are you hiding something?
Of course you are. This is like those body cam videos.
OMG dog. Autophidia's Gray says. Get Data magazine.
You gotta fight the Genny. Date v Genny. I don't know who would win. If Date had a magazine, maybe. But see, this is okay. I know I'm repeating myself, but this is just like those body cams. Look, once the officer says that you're being detained and you need to get in the patrol car, there ain't no yelling your way out of it. Unless very, very special circumstances occur. But like, you can't just be like, nah dog, she ain't coming with you. No, she is. We're not going to murder her, okay? You are not protecting her by just letting her come with us. Because no one's gonna get hurt.
Amame accepted every part of me. She saw me for who I was. It wasn't out of pity or sympathy. Her accepting me came naturally, like it was nothing. I've never met anyone like her, and I need to care for her the way she's cared for me. I promise to protect Amame, so I can't let you.
Kenny.
That's all the more reason then.
If you really have those feelings for her.
If we do nothing, Terror will accomplish his mission.
A terrible virus is going to spread.
The world will devolve into chaos. No one will be safe.
And we'll start the Danganronpa series.
So you need to help us.
We need Mame's information to stop this plan.
Amame must know something.
Are you okay with ruining her future?
Don't you want to protect her?
Then please.
The robot is gonna murder us all.
Mame, something about the Nirvana Initiative and Terror. Maybe something about Tokiko. That's what we're here to find out.
I have no idea. Absolutely no idea.
Lock M all up.
Ugh. Did I pause and go to bed? Wait, it's 12:40. I'm so sorry. I want to sleep, and this is... I mean, I feel like it's an okay place to stop.
Aldophidius Gray says.
Oh lord. Yeah. Maybe tomorrow I will be less prone. Maybe, okay, hopefully tomorrow I don't have to cook and do stuff in the kitchen as soon as I get home. And then suddenly it's already 10 p.m. and I'm like, fuck, I want to do shit. Tomorrow I try to just get my coffee, come up here and fall asleep. I wish everyone a great post-Valentine's Day tomorrow. I guess it's Sunday, so most people will not be working, other than me. I will be working. Have a good Sunday. Praise the Lord. Good night. And remember, don't gamble. It's the worst thing you could ever do. Look, don't do any addictive thing, alright? Cause you might be the type of person...
GN.
Good night. Look, this is my final tip of life advice. You never know if you have an addictive personality or an addictive, like, genotype. You do not ever want to risk getting addicted to anything. So, like, just don't do it, right? Don't gamble, don't drink, don't smoke, don't do all that shit. Good night.